EDL 856, School Community Relations, Parent Apathy Case Study, Standard 4, Suzanne Bouret. The problem identification and analysis. What do you know? I know that Mrs. Rose just completed her Education Leadership Master's degree and has been hired by John F. Kennedy School. She's excited to use her most recent course, School Community Relations, at her new job. She knows the relationship between the school and community is lacking due to no active PTA or PTO. What do you need to know? How long has it been since there has been a PTA or PTO, and was it effective? What methods is the school currently using to communicate with the parents and community? What caused the separation between the school and parents' willingness to be involved? Identify the problem. The school and parent communication is hindered by the principal's unwillingness to get to the root of the issue and make corrections towards the issue. Proposed plan of action and strategies. The plan of action. Step 1. Find out from the principal what has been attempted to correct the parent apathy problem. Step 2. Send out surveys to parents asking questions pertaining to communication and school involvement. Step 3. Hold quarterly open forum meetings, updating the parents and community on school issues, events, and involvement opportunities. Resolve issues. Success of all students. Standard 4. School administrator is an education leader who promotes the success of all students by collaborating with families and community members, responding to diverse communication interests and needs, and mobilizing community resources. Standard 4. Building effective interpersonal relationships. It's broken down into 4 stages. The first stage is respecting diversity. Second stage, assess community interests and needs. The third stage, utilizing community resources. And the fourth and final stage is collaboration. The first stage, broken down with evidence, is the principal wasn't for sure that parents really wanted to get involved. Respecting diversity. I need to determine if the parents of the students are from other cultures, where they feel it is the school's responsibility to take the lead in their child's education. The evidence for the second portion. The principal also asserted he was in direct contact with the community. On the basis of several parent phone calls and comments from conferences, he could sense the pulse of the community. He sensed that people didn't want to be involved and expected the educators to do all the work. So assessing the community interests and needs is the second breakdown of Standard 4. And in that, we need to utilize a parent survey to determine what they feel pertains to them and their child's needs. The third breakdown, utilizing community resources. The school already does student reminders. However, they're sent out way in advance and they need to be sent out the prior school day. They need to be utilizing a school marquee if they have one, their school website, school newspaper, utilizing parent emails, and local newspaper, radio, and television. The other part of utilizing community resources is bringing in community speakers and groups to build a relationship with the students. The fourth and final breakdown of Standard 4 is collaboration. And the evidence from the case study is 8 parents showed up. The principal and Mrs. Rose discussed to keep the meeting due to non-participation. At the beginning, the principal wanted to cancel the meeting. Mrs. Rose urged to keep the meeting because of the parents coming and showing an attempt to be interested and involved. The key with that is that you need to start the communication process with the parents who were willing to show up. They are your first line of open communication in which to build upon. Give them the plan of action to improve the school and community involvement and how it will enrich their child's educational experience. From there, you have your basis and your foundation, and you can begin to grow and nourish and flourish the collaboration and communication process with parents, increasing parental involvement. The reflection portion. Thanking. How long has it been since there has been a PTA or PTO, and was it effective? What caused the PTA or PTO to disband? Was it lack of administration support? Or did they feel as if their input was unwanted or unnecessary? Were their efforts more harmful to the students than helpful because of a weak support system? The second part of the reflection, feeling. What methods is the school currently using to communicate with the parents and community? Notes are being sent home with students, which is a sign of attempted communication. I feel that this is not nearly enough and needs to be corrected before more communication channels are shut down. Is the school utilizing alternative methods to reach parents, such as email, website, announcement boards, and media outlets? Is the school asking for feedback to open a line of communication? That would be the part where you're utilizing your surveys or your open forum. Reflection, valuing. What caused the separation between the school and the parents' willingness to be involved? Do parents feel like they can have an active part in their child's education? There needs to be further investigation. How long the communication problem has been an issue? Was it prior to the current principal? And what steps can be taken to begin to correct the lack of parent involvement? Is it possible to reshape the principal's negativity towards minimal parent involvement, which might be more visually evident than he is aware, and causing a bigger rift between the school and community involvement? Reflection collaborates with families and community members. As previously stated in category 2 and 3, start the communication process with the parents who were willing to show up. They are your first line of open communication in which to build upon. Give them the plan of action to improve school and community involvement and how it will enrich their child's educational experience. The second part, collect information from the parents via surveys. And finally, develop a quarterly open forum and invite parents and community members to discuss events that are happening in the school and any other pertinent information. Reflection. Response to diverse community needs and interests. As previously stated in categories 2 and 3. Respecting diversity. You need to determine if the parents of the students are from other cultures, where they feel it is the school's responsibility to take the lead in their child's education. Make sure to attempt to reach the parents and community members on multiple levels, as each person has different ways of being open to receiving information. Communication is positive and frequent through free and paid avenues. Such avenues could be radio, TV, school correspondence, and student reminders. Reflection mobilizes community resources, as previously stated in Category 2 and 3. Assess community interests and needs. Utilize the parent survey to determine what they feel pertains to them and their child's need. Utilize the open forum and encourage community members and groups to become involved in what the school is doing. Bring in community speakers and groups to build a relationship with the students.